We advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Hi, hello there. Good evening. This is June Alma of the June Alma Show, and welcome to another evening of beautiful romance. We have with us tonight, please do stay with us for another full hour of very enlightening conversations, because we do have the experts in beauty and romance. Romance in the sense that we have with us our topmost, beautiful, sweetest, Manila's sweetest couturier for beautiful laces and embroideries and beautiful dresses she dresses the most beautiful people of the metropolis. So I'm sure you will all enjoy our beautiful evening tonight, and please do stay with us. In the meantime, we have here Dr. Che Lejano, who will greet our guests tonight. Che?
Yes, thank you, June. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, I will be the thorn among the roses because we have three fantabulous, glamorous, gloriously fashionable guests for you.
Yes, and so I know you're all excited because, in the first episode, we shall feature the Doctor of Beauty. She is also from the same high school where we went to. Incidentally, we all came from the same high school in Maryknoll, and this lady doctor is a close friend of mine, and she is a dermatologist, and she also took up some studies in plastic surgery. And apparently she has used it on herself, and she's very fashionable. She has really dressed herself. Well, she's always fashionable whenever I see her. But tonight especially, she has dressed herself to the T's because she is wearing a very fashionable outfit, of course, patently Filipino, local, and proudly Manila Philippine made. And so tonight we should like to discuss, the elements of, well, if perhaps you're not really, as in everybody is not really that perfect, we run to perhaps a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon to do some little intervention. So we would like to interview her perhaps on topics like Botox and a bit on stem cells with some new procedures that she would like to talk to you about. And so tonight we shall welcome the very glamorous. She has gone to, besides after Maryknoll, she also gone to schools abroad for her specialty. She's gone to London and to Germany, and and now she is, one of the specialists in the area of derma. And so, the beauty doctor, let's have a welcome tonight. Please welcome Dr. Genevieve Wang. Good evening, Dr. Wang. Welcome to the June Alma Show.
Good evening, Che. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's very nice that you have accepted to visit our set tonight, and we are very elated that you are joining us together with my other special guests tonight. So tell me, Dr. Wang, you are propagating this, you said that you're talking about this new procedure that is sort of like a variation of the stem cells because, well, admittedly, the stem cell technology is something that has, lately been very popular among the Filipinos, especially among the elitist top politicians. They have gone into the stem cell technology and surgery.
That's right.
Yeah, and I know you yourself have gone through a similar procedure.
Correct.
And I can see you're very beautiful. You had your face done.
Yes,
Just when was
this
this?
is a
Last
non-surgical-
month?
You look so fresh, and it's
Yeah,
non-surgical.
Oh, yeah.
It's non-surgical facelift.
Yeah, but it's a variation of the
Stem cell.
Stem cell
Which you're
procedure.
topic that you're so keen on.
Okay, would you like to talk about
Yes.
the new
Okay.
procedure
First
that
of
you
all,
went
I'd
through?
like to acknowledge the doctor who did this. She's not actually a dermatologist like I myself am. She's an aesthetic doctor, and she has 4 clinics, and one of them is in one of the top, maybe 7-star, maybe I'm exaggerating, 5-star hotel that has something to do with this. Our big time lady, first lady before, there by the sea, that hotel, and she's in the spa of that hotel. She's connected with that, and she is actually the sister of a former Secretary of Justice. Okay, and she herself did this to me. First, she gets blood from here, and it's 20 ml. Okay, and then she puts it through a machine which is called a centrifuge. This is too maybe highfalutin for lay people, and it's only that when you see the blood, it's red, but when you see her injecting it, it is puti na lang. Okay, and she leaves also about this much in a syringe for me, which I apply it later when the whole procedure is done. Now this is the procedure which she does on me. First, she has this tray like this, and it has like a lot of needles, and they're this long. Okay, and they put all these needles, binoborda ang mukha ko. Instead of cutting it, and I look like all of those people that have surgery, they look all alike, they look like sisters, they look like monsters. A bit sorry about those girls who had their face cut here, and then there's a cut here, etc. This one is non-surgical. This is non-surgical. I had it done on July 30, okay, in her Fort Bonifacio clinic. Okay, now, then she puts a design here on my face, because she's gonna put all of these things in my face here, cheek, 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 cheek. She's gonna burda my face, and with that thing, and then she's gonna inject all those things that she already treated it, cheek, 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 balik dito. Tapos, at night, I just went to my Bible study, and I told everybody, hey, everybody, you notice something about my face? They told me, hey, you look 30 years younger. I said, exaggeration naman yan. Because the other girl so smart, Lita Rosete, she said, hey, excuse me, maga yan. That's why she looks so young. Everything is like, wow, like this, very, very nice. But the next day, all the anesthetic went off, and it's like, my mate said, Doktora, ang ganda. It's really nice, no? But there are a lot of bruises, and I had to cover it up with my makeup, okay? And my mate said, ito ang kulang, Doktora. Ito, nakalaglag na yan. I said, since when? Let me see. Naglaglag. Tell him to do something. And you know what? She has these machines. She put that machine, the nurse was the one lang, because she's so busy in putting everybody that she, as I said, she has in Ayala Labang, she has in in that hotel, and then she has in Fort Bonifacio, and she has in Quezon City. And so the nurse said, okay, or this derm consultant said, here, don't worry, we'll just put her radio frequency something, but her radio frequency is 6.5 times the radio frequency of the other doctors. And when I came home, the mate said, my personal assistant said, Doktora, this is already up. This is already, ito na lang ang kulang.
Okay, so yeah, it seems that this is a very, it's
New.
a very novel
Very
thing. And
new.
you said you just had a procedure last month.
Yes.
So there practically has no track record. So what risks do the patients have to be watchful for?
Yes,
because there is no track
It's a
record.
great
And
question.
Yeah, they'd
apparently-
be unfamiliar with it.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, nobody. The track record has been established in Thailand. This lady learned it in Italy. She's an aesthetic doctor. She's a member of those aesthetic societies and whatever. And the doctors who are dermatologists are going to start learning it, because actually I had another procedure done by one of the top dermatologists, this time a dermatologist, for my forehead, because everybody, kulang dito sa forehead pa.
You said, Doctora, that instead of stitches, because this is not
Yes,
surgical,
yes,
right?
Yes.
no
Instead of
stitches at all.
you have lots of injections everywhere.
Yeah, yes,
But what
no
happens if,
butas.
for instance, you are keloidal and
Yes.
you have injections left and right around your face?
Yes.
So
No.
what do you do with the keloidal person?
Yes, very exactly. This is so intelligent, the lady, genius hostess. Yes. Imagine if you
Yes.
put all these things, like if you get your blood,
Yes.
people get your blood. Are you gonna get a keloid? Never. They're just gonna put the teeny weeny
Yeah,
butas.
but in your face, because
Yeah, yes.
No,
in
it's
your
a
face
puncture
it's
mark.
also-
It's a
Yeah.
puncture.
Yeah,
it's not
puncture
really
only.
a
It's not a slice.
slice.
Because this puncture mark will never lose the keloid, not in a million years.
Yes.
because I've known somebody who has had a little pimple mark. She's tried to puncture the little pimple, and years upon years thereafter, it has it rose to form a keloid.
Uh-huh.
So what do you do about things
kindly
like that?
explain,
It,
Dr.
it
Because,
was originated from a
correct.
little
You're our guest
puncture
today.
mark.
Yes, excuse me. When you get a puncture mark, usually, yes, that's a very good question, actually. First of all in all, when you are a patient, okay, and something's going to be invaded in your body, then number one, any doctor will tell you is infection, not the keloid. Okay, infection. You have to, when you're being operated on, the number one, especially old people, their immune system is down. And I'm already 63 years old, okay? Now, the second question, which is your main question, because your first question, what are the risks? And number one is infection, as Dr. Lejano can tell you. Risk is infection. Number two, her question, second question was keloid. Okay, so the doctor will definitely ask you about your keloid because you said just one pimple, one prick lang. But as you can see here, if you get your blood, you hardly see any cases of people. As Dr. Lejano said, that's just one pimple prick. They did not cut
That
me
is
like
here,
that.
but here in the face.
Yes,
When you start
correct.
pricking around.
Yes, no.
The keloid
yeah.
formation is
Yeah.
mainly from
Yeah.
scars that require the skin
Mainly,
to bridge
but,
the gap.
Yes, but there is a
Inter- yeah.
fraction of a percent
Yes.
that can go, wayward, which means
Correct.
it can develop
Yes.
into something
Normally-
drastic, such as a keloid.
yes, exactly.
But for
Fantastic
instance,
question.
infections
Fantastic.
can
Yeah.
easily be covered by antibiotics.
Correct, and you will have to take-
other medications. But when
Doctora
there is a
Alma.
permanent scar such as keloids, how do you?
Yes.
How do
okay.
you,
Let's say
you know,
this is a patient
go about that?
who's going to have a cesarean section here. What the doctor, or going to have abdominal surgery
Yeah,
or
or
whatever.
for instance, somebody who has
Yes.
breast surgery, and then
Yes.
all of a sudden, with all the stitches there,
They
instead
scar
of
na-
having
yeah.
good boobs, she has
Good,
keloids
yeah,
all
yeah,
over.
Yes, exactly. Excellent question.
So-
Excellent question. I, as a dermatologist,
As
I
a,
will
as
be
a skin doctor,
Yes,
how do you
I'm a
manage the skin
dermatologist.
of the
Correct.
person?
The doctor, who is a surgeon, should know this or consult us how to prevent keloids.
Correct.
If the
Maybe-
patient is known to be a keloid person, when they're stitching it up already, okay,
Right.
stitching it up like that, as if burda like that, they are going to inject steroids, and that's it. That prevents the keloids. That's
But
how.
steroids initially has a good, magical effect, but
Yes.
thereafter,
No.
years after, I
No,
know
no, no, it's never years
know.
after. There's a thing called blood level in your blood, and there's a time that the thing will go down. Let's say it's in your blood for this, let's say there's a chart. First you had nothing, zero
Yeah,
here.
right.
Then it goes up. Then you say,
Okay.
okay, it's working for this amount of time, then it goes down.
Yeah, half-life.
There is a half time of the blood. There is for every drug that stays in your body a half time. It's not ever going to
Yeah.
be years.
It's filtered out.
Yeah, but
Yes, it's
sometimes the
filtered
effect
out,
is
exactly.
several years thereafter. But anyway, for every medication, isn't it? There's always a
Half
positive
time
and a
is-
contraindication.
Correct.
So it's up to
And-
the doctor to manage risks and
Exactly.
Yes,
positive
exactly.
effect.
Now,
So-
this thing which will be injected is called a local. It will be eaten up by those cells that are right there where the sugat is. Here, or anywhere that's going to be, and that's a very good question.
Yeah. And then I also wanted to cover the question on Botox, because I know
Yes.
that Botox is a very, very controversial and delicate, ingredient that they use
Yes.
for chemical warfare.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Chemical
warfare,
Exactly.
biochemical warfare.
Exactly.
And so you are using exactly the same chemical for the face. You are paralyzing the nerves and the muscles of the face. So how
Exactly.
would you
Yes.
propagate
Yes.
such a
Well-
deadly weapon?
Yes, chemical weapon, because you know
Yes.
what is Botox? Botox comes from a germ, Clostridium botulinum.
Yes.
Now this,
Botulinum
yes,
toxin,
or
yes.
botulinum. Okay. Now this thing is exactly what you said. It can be used as a chemical warfare medicine because it's paralyzing the muscle. That's why if you're always like wrinkling your brow and making a line here, what the doctor does is he put this Botox right here, and it paralyzes the muscles, and you can't frown anymore. That's why the movies, they're always laughing. I can't smile. Sorry, I just went to my doctor.
No,
you
and
know.
I know
Yeah,
several
because the
big
muscle
doctors
is paralyzed.
who have
Yes.
also, they cannot, is it true, they cannot
They
anymore
cannot
close their eyes
express.
also.
Yeah, and that's
Yes.
about the eyes. If you do it
The
here,
eyelids
the
cannot-
thing can travel here, and the worst side effect of that is that you have this ptosis. You can't close or open your eyes
Oh
anymore.
my
But
goodness.
there is
What
an
is the-
antidote for
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Immediate,
which
because
is-
you can't go around with their eyes closed.
Yes.
You know.
What,
And so,
how do you do to counter that?
yes, they have. The doctor will know what to
I
do.
see, okay.
But that's the danger. That's the
That
side
is the
effect.
danger,
Yes,
yes.
that's the side
That's
effect.
why don't
of
have
Botox.
procedures done
Yes.
unless you're a physician.
Yes,
What?
and I want to tell you that a lot of people Actually, before I had this thing, since I'm a doctor, I might as well make all the things that's possible. I had another plastic surgeon friend of mine inject another thing here, which is called a filler, because they said, napabotox ka, no? They think everything is called Botox. Botox is what June said.
Yeah.
It's a
Paralytic.
chemical paralytic agent, will paralyze your muscle, and it lasts only for like 6 weeks.
Yes,
And
you
other
have to
people
repeat
can
it
extend.
every-
You have to. It's
My
so
goodness.
expensive.
So
Whereas
is it
the fillers-
addictive?
Huh?
Is it an addictive?
Yes, it is. Because you
Ingredient.
just keep
You just have to-
really
No,
psychologically
psychologically only.
addictive. Because
No,
you say,
but
ayan na
Not
naman, my
physiological.
muscle is wrinkling na naman. Better
I
go back to
see.
my doctor.
So afterwards, you have to team up with a psychiatrist so
Not
that you can sort of,
Yeah, because
you
they
know,
are the
after a
people.
while, you don't get
Correct.
contented
Correct.
anymore. You
Yes,
have to
yes.
keep going back
Yeah,
until
yeah,
you
yeah.
die.
Because I
you know,
can't
for
live
all your
without my
life.
doctor.
And then you have
Yeah.
already flooded your whole system with all these dangerous toxins.
Yeah, no, but they're
Botulinum
out already.
toxin.
It has the
Right.
half-time, it's out. It's
okay.
excreted, as Dr. Lahana
Oh, my
mentioned.
goodness.
It's physician-patient
But
management.
I want to go to the other thing, which people always say, napabotox, excuse me. The other in
Filler.
thing is the filler material. You
Collagen.
see other ladies, very, very big na their face, ganito. Ganito, because you know, a lady that's very, very prominent, very tall, you know, her face needs to be like, but maybe I think she had some things done there. I don't
Oh,
know.
we have so much to
Yes.
talk about. Very
yes,
interesting.
yes, but I
Okay,
have
so-
the latest thing.
Yes.
Because that thing is called hyaluronic acid, and Oprah Winfrey had a doctor right there with a patient, and they injected it. It's an instant cure. All these things, you know, when you get old,
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call it luma, nafa-flat na in face dito, nafa-flat lang yung teardrop, may isang line dito, may itong line na dito. Makikita mo yung old people, ito ang number 1 dito, ang dito line, okay?
Nasolabial.
And what you do is the doctor will inject immediately here, 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 and here. Immediately, hallelujah, your face is
Filler.
young. Immediately, just instant gratification. And
I
that thing is called hyaluronic acid. That's not Botox, it's called filler material.
Okay.
And they came from Sweden and France.
Yeah, so we have so much
The
to talk
other one
about.
came
We,
from
we are running
Denmark.
out of time,
Yes.
Doctora. Maybe we
Alright.
can continue the talks.
Yes, of
after
course. Next
our-
week you said
our
we're
other
coming.
segment.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
please do stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break. See you.